Hello, thank you so much for listening in. I'm Samantha Yancey.
And I'm Alan Yancey.
And this is Ask a Massage Couple. Today, we are going to be giving 5 healthy tips for the average desk wrangler.
Desk jockey.
Desk jockeys. So sit back, listen in, and let's get our session on.
Let's get it on.
Happy birthday to you.
Boop-a-doo.
Happy birthday to you.
To me.
Happy birthday, dear Alan. Love of my life.
Bum-lum.
Happy birthday to you.
Well, Sam, thank you so much for that happy birthday song.
Yay.
I am glad that I was born, and I'm glad I'm here with you.
Aw, that's so sweet.
I know.
You know what? I'm glad you were born too.
Me too.
Yeah. Because,
Yeah.
life would suck without you.
Well, especially on my birthday,
Yeah, totally. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about my dream last night?
Well, Sam, you're beginning to tell me about your dream, and then it got so absurd that I just kind of tuned you out.
I dreamt that Momo was my client.
Now, Momo is our cat.
Yeah, Momo is our cat. She came in as a client.
Yes.
Like, I see her once a week to do a makeup application.
Yep.
As if I'm still an esthetician.
Yeah, she's coming in for her makeup. Meow.
Yeah, and at one point, I was putting lip gloss on Momo. I'm doing makeup on the cat, right?
Just the thought of lip gloss on a cat's lips
Yeah.
is just enough.
I mean, like, I had the lip brush and all that, putting lip gloss.
Oh.
And then I held up 2 colors and was like, do you want a daytime lipstick or a nighttime lipstick?
Meow.
And then she just got up and wandered off. And I was like, yeah, you look better with just gloss in
Yeah.
here.
Meow.
It was kind of hilarious.
Yeah, that was a good dream, Sam.
Yeah, it's funny.
I don't know what you were drinking before you went to sleep. Were you on Theraflu?
I was not on. You were.
No, remember I just went on regular tea.
Yeah, that's right, because we're out of Theraflu.
Yeah, I was on regular tea, so you just did this, on your own.
Yeah, that's true. This is what happens when you don't have Theraflu and you kind of have a little cold.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's weird, strange, and unusual. All the things that I like in a dream.
Exactly.
Cat with lip gloss.
Yes. Today, we are going to be giving 5 healthy tips for the average desk worker.
Yeah, I'm glad we're not doing 5 unhealthy tips because I could go through that pretty quickly.
Drink sodas all day.
Yeah, drink
What was it?
12 Diet Cokes a day.
Our president, Trump, drinks 12 Diet Cokes a day.
Yeah, we recommend you do that at each sitting.
Not at all.
No.
Absolutely not. First of all, that's gross.
Well, it's hard for me to drink 12 of anything.
But especially Diet Coke.
Yeah, Diet Coke.
Diet Coke is, like, of all of the sodas out there,
Yeah.
is definitely my least favorite.
Well, it's one of those things that you have to cure the taste from it because,
I guess so.
there was a time I drank Diet Cokes.
Really?
Yeah, but you know me, I kicked the habit.
Yes, you did, completely.
Yeah, about.
Well, both of us did.
Yeah, I probably haven't had a.
You
drink
haven't had
in
a
long
soft
time.
drink since October of last year.
Yeah.
Even before that, because you stopped drinking so much.
Yeah.
Like summer of last year.
Yeah, and so I'm glad that I got away from that because that's one thing that is habit forming and bad for you when you're sitting.
Yes.
Because you're adding calories and not burning any calories.
Exactly.
But you're not putting calories, but you are putting a lot of it into your system.
Yeah, totally. Some of our list, which we're going to give 5 tips, comes from Dr. Mercola. And you can get to his on fitness.mercola.com. Mercola is MERCOLLOUGH. And Dr. McCullough said that there are about 24 different pathologies and conditions that are caused by chronic sitting.
Woo.
Yeah.
I know.
And some of them are just lowered metabolism. Pretty much any chemical process that happens in your body will be lowered.
Yeah, because you're not moving.
Exactly. That in turn causes a lot of fat accumulation.
Fat.
And then once you get to that point, you've got heart disease, arthritis, blood pressure elevation, diabetes, even the risk of deep vein thrombosis.
Blood pressure can go up. Anytime that you're stagnant for long periods of time during your day, not a good thing. But especially for people who work behind the desk. I did that for a while, and so did you.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I still kind of do that to a point. Now, the Mayo Clinic, this was kind of interesting to me. The Mayo Clinic says that they suggest healthy sitting time to be 3 hours a day.
Sam, you do more of that than driving back and forth to work.
I know. That is my drive back and forth to work.
Ain't that crazy?
It really is. But, of course, the average office worker sits up to 15 hours a day.
But that includes traffic. That includes coming home and sitting. But if you think about that, how many waking hours are you up and you're just
sitting?
Yeah, just sitting.
Because, I mean, if you think about the 24 hours that you have in a day.
And half of, 8 hours of it sleeping.
Probably not all that great.
No, it's probably not.
But if that's your work and you have to drive to work,
what are you going to do?
Sit at a computer.
Yeah, you got to have some tips, and we're fixing to give them to you.
That's it exactly, Alan. Good lead in. I love it. Yeah, so our tip number 1 is don't sit all day. A concept. Yes, exactly. Now, of course, what I mean by that is it might be a good idea to invest in a standing workstation.
Yeah, if, try to get your boss to invest in it if you're in one of those positions.
Yeah, absolutely. But even if you just get the $25 one off of Amazon, I mean, even if you reduce your sitting time by 25% and stand, that's going to lower the risk of a lot of diseases that we're talking about.
And plus you have the option, and that's what I always like to have, the option of either sitting or standing.
Yes, absolutely. If a standing workstation does not work for you, or you are, waiting until you can get one, maybe set a timer to go off every 30 minutes or so. Ding. So that you can stand up and walk around for about 5 minutes.
Ding.
Yeah. Now, there again, the Mayo Clinic suggests that taking fitness breaks is very important during the day. So like to set that timer, and then when it goes off for that 5 minutes, take a fitness break. So like walk briskly, or maybe keep some of those stretch bands in your desk and do some stretching with that.
What you could do is put on a sweatband and jog around the office.
You absolutely could.
And, put in Eye of the Tiger.
One of the things that they suggested was walking meetings.
Yeah, like that's going to happen. Could you imagine me walking in meetings with people that I work with?
No.
No.
No, that would not work. But I can understand, like, just getting up and walking.
Yeah.
I totally get that. Because sometimes
they said instead of email, you just get up and walk and talk to the person.
Yeah.
And that includes getting up from your desk and actually talking to another human being, which might be a good or bad thing. I don't know.
Keep away from some of those smelly human beings.
Well.
You know what I
may
mean?
be the smelly human beings after jogging around, jogging around the damn place with a headband.
But you know what? I do this. I take 15 or 10-minute breaks every hour for my students. Yeah. And I'll just go walking. Like, I've got no reason to go to the teacher's room, but I will just to, get out of that room.
You know what, Sam? Sometimes what I do after about 10 minutes of massage, I just stop and start jogging around the table. That really helps a little bit to shake things out.
The great thing about massage therapists is that we are constantly moving.
Yeah.
We never have to worry about sitting for 15 hours.
No. If you're doing a massage, if you're doing 5 hours with a massage, you're not sitting.
No, you're not sitting at all. Like, you're standing pretty much the entire time. That moment that you finally get to sit down and work on the neck is like, oh, thank God I get to sit.
Yep.
So we're definitely not talking to the massage therapist in this particular...
No, we're talking as massage therapists to people who work in the office who come to see us.
Exactly. And then for the massage therapists that are listening, these are some of the tips that you can give your clients.
Oh, yeah, especially the stretches that are coming.
Oh, yeah, totally. Now, our tip number 2 is while you're sitting, try to sit ergonomically, meaning in alignment.
Oh.
So that you're not, like, leaning one way or another, or...
So I shouldn't be hunched over like a sickle with my shoulders hunched in.
Well, See, actually, that's part of the problem is that people do end up kind of sitting with their neck forward and then their shoulders kind of hunched and their chest kind of caved in.
Yeah, they come to see me massage. I work at a computer. Yeah, I know that.
Oh, yeah, I know that. That's obvious.
Yeah.
Because you have the classic signs.
Got the classics.
So, like, a big part of it is just being aware of your body alignment. Just make sure that your back is nice and straight, your spine is straight, your neck stays over your shoulders. Don't lean into your work. Maybe bring the screen to you.
Body awareness is important. So.
It really is. You know, little things like maybe adjust your computer screen.
Yeah, to eye level.
To about eye level. Like, the top of your screen should be eye level so that you're looking at it naturally. If you have one of those ergonomic chairs, which they can be quite expensive, so if you don't have one, okay, cool, maybe invest in it if you can, but if not, try your best to find a chair that is ergonomic for your body. And then if you have an ergonomic chair, adjust it for your body.
Yeah, a lot of times we don't pay attention to how we're sitting or what we're sitting in.
Right. Do you remember, I think we went to the bank in order to get the house, and they had all of these really fancy $700 ergonomic chairs in the office, and no one had them adjusted to their body. I thought, man, that's a waste.
Well, maybe they switch around, maybe they're not at the same desk all the time.
It didn't look like it.
All right.
Honestly, I think it's just a matter of they didn't know that they could.
Awareness.
And not being aware of it. Yeah.
Right.
Now, if you're not doing an ergonomic chair and you can't find a chair that works for you ergonomically, and when I say ergonomically, you want your elbows to be nice and relaxed. You don't want to have to lean over to get to the armrest. The armrest should just be there for the height of your elbows. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I am.
The lumbar support should be at your lumbar.
That's why they call it lumbar support.
Exactly. If you can't find a chair that does that for you, maybe switch up to like one of those fitness balls.
That's what you're sitting on.
That is what I'm sitting on. I love these things, mainly because they force you to use your core to keep your balance, but also you have the capability of moving your legs throughout the day, and that's a big part of the sitting still, is that if you're not able to get circulation moving in your body, then that's an issue. Plus, who doesn't like to bounce?
Well, count me in.
I like bouncing on a ball.
Yeah.
It's good times. And then it might be a good idea to grab an ergonomic keyboard and a mouse. Those are usually not too horribly expensive, but they're definitely going to save your wrist in the long run. So absolutely.
Yeah.
Save your wrist.
Every little thing you can do is going to help a little bit.
Yes, exactly. Body alignment, either in a chair or do something to increase your ergonomics. All right. And then tip number 3.
Number 3.
This one is Alan's favorite.
Is it?
Stretching.
Oh, yeah. I love stretching.
Yeah, this one is Alan's favorite. A couple of stretches that you can do, and we've got it pretty much for the whole body. Doorway stretches for your chest.
Do those every day.
Oh man, those are the best.
Oh, yeah.
So if you get into a doorway and with your kind of hands at about shoulder height on either side of the door jamb itself, and then just kind of lean in until you feel a stretch on your chest.
Relax and lean in.
Relax, lean in, and stop when you feel that you've got a slight stretch.
Right. You don't
want to go beyond that.
No, you don't want to be testing your limits.
Yeah, any of these stretches, you only want to go to the point where you feel a slight stretch. If you go beyond that, you can actually hurt yourself, and then, that's no good. And then anytime that you stretch, you want to breathe a good 3 breaths into that stretch and then come out slowly.
Hold it 3 seconds, then slowly release. And everything you're doing is in a slow motion.
Exactly.
You don't want to stretch fast.
Now the back stretch, this is with your arms stretched out in front of you. You can interlace your fingers.
Like this?
Well, if you start with your palms facing away from each other, then kind of wrap one wrist around the other,
so
and then
I have
interlock.
one of my wrist over the other.
Yes, exactly. Okay. And then interlock your fingers.
Yeah.
And then just kind of round out your back and lean forward. And hold that for a good 3 breaths.
That feels so good.
Yeah. Now,
and plus, you look like one of those bodybuilders. If you're sitting somebody, you go. Look like your neck and shoulders and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Freak out your neighbors.
your cubicle neighbor.
Your cubicle neighbor.
Oh man, a cubicle. I remember those days.
A cubicle, yeah.
I had mine decked out. Yours was plain
I was so small in my cubicle. It was unbelievable. If you went back and saw how small it was, you would go, "Oh my God."
Well, no, ours were small too. It's just, I worked at Earthlink, so they encouraged us to have flair.
They didn't encourage me to have flair. They encouraged me to shut up and do my work.
Okay, so a torso stretch.
Okay.
This is probably what, some of you guys are doing anyway to like kind of rotate and pop your back. We don't necessarily suggest popping your back. Please leave that to a chiropractor.
Yeah, but if it happens, it's okay.
But if it happens, it's not a big deal. You're not going to hurt yourself. Or at least I hope you're not. A normal pop is normal. Let me say it like that. But rotate until you have a nice little stretch and hold for 3 breaths.
I'm holding.
Slowly come out and rotate to the other side.
Okay. Holding.
As Alan and I both stretch like this.
Kind
of hilarious.
I love stretch.
Yeah, me too. Another way that you can stretch your torso is to have your arms straight up in the air.
Okay.
Interlock and then stretch to one side.
Oh, yeah.
Stretch to the other side.
And if you have any Qigong exercises, these are excellent to use as your alternative to these exercises.
Stretch straight up.
Oh, man, yeah.
And then slow angel wings down.
I'm flying.
I'm flying.
I'm flying.
I love that rush of blood that goes into the muscle after you've stretched it.
Yeah, it's called chi.
That feels awesome. Yes. Chi, but also blood. Arms and wrists. So if you have your arm straight out in front of you with
This is a good for massage therapists.
Absolutely. With your elbows straight.
Okay.
Hold your hand so that you have fingers down.
Oh, yeah.
And with your other hand, kind of pull your fingers down into a nice little stretch.
It's stretching.
Keep in mind, if you're doing this, either fingers up or fingers down, either one of those, just to make sure that you're not overdoing it on your wrist. If you already have carpal tunnel syndrome or something of that nature going on with your wrist, just go easy.
Remember, slow in and slow out.
Slow in, slow out, only till you have a light stretch.
Right.
And then neck stretches.
Yeah.
So if you take your ear towards your shoulder.
Okay.
And then on the side where your ear just went, if your hand comes up to hold your head and pulls your head down a little bit.
My favorite. Yeah, especially when I pull it to my left side. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesus.
And of course, you could also do the same thing like ear to shoulder. And then on the opposite side, the side that you're stretching, you can reach down and hold on to the chair.
Oh, yeah.
And get a deeper stretch.
Gotcha.
For that side. I'm also a big fan of neck rolls.
Oh, I love a neck roll.
Like when you just kind of roll your neck around and you can feel that area or areas that start to kind of stretch a little bit. When you find that, just kind of hold into that position, take 3 breaths in, and then slowly roll to the next area.
When I roll my neck around, it sounds like popcorn.
That's called crepitus.
Well, I'm pretty crepitus.
You are. I mean,
I'm decrepited.
You're 1 day older.
I wasn't as decrepit yesterday. Damn you, birthday!
Now, this is not necessarily a stretch, but it still feels good. A shoulder shrug.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, if you just kind of shrug up, like, I don't know, but then, like, hold that position, like, nice and tight for a good second, and then release.
Do that when people are talking to you.
I don't know.
What did you say? What?
I don't understand. I don't know what Alan's going through, but, man, he's really defensive all of a sudden.
What? I don't know. What are you talking about?
And then your hip flexors. Part of the thing that can happen when you sit all the time is that space where your legs meet your torso.
Space between.
Mm-hmm.
The space between.
Becomes so shortened in those muscles that you might not be able to stand all the way up.
Is that in the groin area, Sam?
The groin?
The groin?
The groin?
Groin?
The groin?
Groin.
Let's say inguinal.
Inguinal.
Oh my.
Inguinal.
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 Let's go with that.
Okay, let's do that.
What you can do if you find that you can't stand up straight. What?
If you can't find you're standing up straight, you might want to call 911 or something.
If you find that you can't stand up straight. Well, look, this is actually quite common for people that work at a desk.
Oh,
so, like, when you stand up, you find it hard to stand up all the way straight.
Oh, kind of like after I'm doing 6 massages and I sit down for a second.
Yes, exactly.
And you get up and you're kind of like, oh my God, I have to move now.
Your hip flexors, they have become shortened, so now we need to stretch those guys out. So if you get into kind of like a lunge position where the back leg is behind you and your front leg is kind of, in front of you a little bit, bend your back knee slightly and then bend your front knee and kind of get into like a lowered squat position, but
kind of like a lunge.
Basically a lunge, only like you're bending
modified.
Knees. Yes, but only squat down to the point where you feel that stretch in your inguinal area. Yeah. Right where your leg meets your torso.
And you want to be careful with your knees on this one.
Yes, and you know what? If you have issues with balance, this might be something that you hold onto a wall or your desk or something like that. Now, of course, if you really have issues with that and that stretch doesn't take care of it, then definitely see your massage therapist for some psoas work.
You know what? I'm going to say see your massage therapist regardless, even if this stuff works.
If any of this stuff is going on, see your massage therapist.
And one of the reasons why we want to bring this topic on, massage therapy is great for office workers. I bet you nowadays about 75% of my clients come in and they're office workers or iPhone users or somebody who's on the computer. You don't have to be an office worker to be on the computer all day or on your iPhone all day.
Yeah, that's basically my life.
Yeah, this is for everybody.
It really is. Okay, now tip number 4. If you are at the office or at work and you need some pain relief, then stick to the
drinking heavily.
Well, I was going to say, try not to kind of mask everything with medicine. Okay. If you can
especially at work.
If you can use a heating pad or an ice pack to take care of the uncomfortable feeling, keep in mind if the area is hot and inflamed, go cold.
Yeah, keep a pack of English peas, frozen English peas in the fridge.
Well, most offices have a
mini fridge.
Like a mini fridge or a freezer or something like that. Even if you don't have an ice pack, but you have a water bottle that you can put cold water in.
Yeah.
Just that little bit's going to help. It's not going to get you to the numb stage, but...
Yeah, if you go in the refrigerator and you see somebody else's name on there frozen, just take it. They won't notice it.
Alan's trying to cause office wars. Yeah. And then same thing with the heating pad. If you don't have a heating pad at work, you can always put hot water in your water bottle and then put that wherever you can.
Man, I like heat.
Heat is always good. It's pleasant. It is an analgesic.
It's ice that kind of numbs things, though.
Well, with ice, you go through that, what they call appreciation phase.
Ugh.
The appreciation, burning, numbness.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't appreciate it at all. Topical analgesics.
As long as they're not real smelly.
Yeah, like Tiger Balm and Biofreeze, that can be a little bit much. Yeah, but Bengay.
If you have to talk to other people, or if you're alone, lather up, my friend. The only person that's smelling is you.
Oh yeah,
if you're out there,
if they could put you downstairs in the basement, all the way against the wall.
Yeah, lather.
And they're asking you to take care of the cockroach problem.
Bob, would you take care of the cockroach problem down in the basement?
Exactly.
Stapler. Where's my you got my red stapler?
He said, I don't care if they lay me off either, because I told Bill that if they move my desk one more time, then I'm quitting. I'm going to quit. And I told Dom too, because they've moved my desk 4 times.
I'll burn this place to the ground.
By the window.
Where's my stapler?
Then it might be okay to put on the heavy smelling topical analgesics. Now, one topical analgesic that I really like that does not have a horrible smell.
Yeah.
Real Time.
Yeah, I like Real Time too.
Yeah, it smells really nice, and it does actually take care of the pain.
Sam has actually used it as deodorant before.
I have. In a pinch, it works as deodorant.
Right. Smells better than body odor.
Yeah, it really does. Trust me. After doing a massage in class, and it's like, ooh.
Yeah, something's ripe.
Oh, let me go take care of this.
Yeah.
And then if you can keep a massage tool handy at your desk, something maybe for your hands, neck, legs. We are a big fan of the Theracane.
Yeah, I own one and use one on probably a daily,
just about
a weekly
daily.
basis.
Yeah, Alan is a big fan of Theracane. It's like $26 you can get it on Amazon.
I have it hanging on my kitchen table.
Yeah.
So when I sit down,
it is a permanent fixture.
Yeah,
there.
it is. I know where it's at, and so when I sit down, I go ahead and use it on my shoulders.
Now, I keep a myofascial roller.
Yeah, roller, yeah.
By my desk. Actually, it's by my feet right now because it knocked over. But yeah, I roll my legs out, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Is Momo making noise?
Yeah, no, she's just sleeping.
Aw. Momo's being so adorable today.
Yeah, she's a good cat.
She's an awesome
Check out our pictures on Facebook.
Yeah, absolutely. She's the best kitty ever.
Yep, she has her own Facebook page too.
She really does. Momo McLovin Yancey.
Yep, look it up.
Oh, I think, is it Princess Momo McLovin Yancey? It might just be Momo.
I think it's Momo McLovin Yancey.
Yeah, but her real name is Princess Momo McLovin Yancey.
Yeah, that's her official name.
Yes. That's what's on her birth certificate.
Right.
Okay, and then tip number 5.
Number 5. Is that our last one?
Yeah, this is our last one.
Oh, my God. I better write this down.
Stay hydrated.
Oh, yeah.
This is big. Don't drink 12 Diet Cokes.
That's not hydration.
That's not hydration. That's dehydration. That's putting your body in a state of will not function in a few years.
Liquids.
But, you know, obviously, we as massage therapists cannot tell you how much water to drink. But make sure that you're drinking water throughout the day. This is kind of important, number 1, because a lot of times your body confuses hunger with thirst, so you might just be thirsty.
But you know, also think of this: if you're drinking a lot of liquid a day, you're going to have some natural breaks during your day. You're going to have to get up and go to the bathroom.
That is true.
So, you know, look at it that way. It's a way to get out of work for 2 or 3 seconds at a time. More water means more potty breaks.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, think about it.
Mm-hmm. So
cheat the man.
Less coffee, less sugary drinks. Drink some water. Get some of those bathroom breaks in.
Yeah.
And let's keep your body nice and hydrated as well.
Let's do it.
So that all these pain areas aren't so bad.
And that's what I call high-quality H2O.
Well, that is our 5 healthy tips for office workers.
Damn good job, Sam.
Thank you, Alan. But you know what? You helped.
I know. I was here.
You did.
I was awake.
And you know what? Happy birthday.
Well, thank you, Sam.
So for those out there listening, if you want to continue to check us out, of course, we have some of our other 22. This is our 23rd episode.
What the heck?
Yeah, we've got 22 other episodes on our Facebook page.
And if you have hours to kill, our first ones were really long.
Oh, yeah, they were. They were crazy long. This one is getting close to it, though.
Stop it.
Let's see. You can check us out on Facebook, Ask a Massage Couple, our website, or our podcast page, www.askamassageCouple.libsyn.com.
Yeah, I knew there was something else.
You can find us on Twitter at A Massage Couple. And let's see, you can also find us on iTunes and Stitcher.
Facebook is the most common place.
Yeah, Facebook is definitely where we get the most hits.
But we're going to be on iTunes too, right?
Yeah, we are on iTunes as well. So
and good things are coming. We're going to have more to come.
Yeah, more to come. And hey, guys, really quick, a big shout out to Chad.
Chad!
Hey, Chad!
Thanks, Chad.
Thank you, Chad.
Chad is great!
Chad is our new editor.
Thank God.
Thank God, because Sam was going crazy.
What Chad doesn't know, he may have saved my marriage.
That might be true.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, that might be true.
Chad is great!
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for listening in, and
love and compassion.
Love and compassion, y'all.